Are you ready to live boldly, full out, and on your terms? It's time to wake up, overcome your fears, and embrace uncertainty. Access your power and claim your dreams. It's time for Tuck Talk with Tuck Self, the Rebel Belle. Join us now for inspiring conversation and bold self-expression for living life full out and on your terms. Now here is your host for today's podcast, the Rebelicious Tuck Self.
Okay, hey Belle friends, I'm back. It has been a while since we've chatted. I'm so happy to be back. You might ask back from well, last September I embarked on the Rebel Road tour with my friend and colleague Simran Singh, and we stepped onto a 31-foot RV with her 2 children in tow, and we traveled the countryside, you all, with her one-woman show, which was built around her life experiences and her first book, which happens to be Conversations with the Universe. So that was for about 6-7 months, and then we were called home by the court systems of South Carolina. But I had a fabulous time. It was the experience for me of a lifetime, but now I'm back. I say I'm back. I'm home, and I have found myself wanting to take off again, wanting to move again. But this time I mean moving away from my current residence, which is here in Columbia, South Carolina. And I have this desire to up and move myself to Charleston, South Carolina, which seems to be a place, you all, that people from around the country are flocking to these days. And so are many of my BFFs, my best girlfriends. One of those being Simran Singh, who currently lives in Charleston in South Carolina. And so we're all creating and getting excited by and being inspired to create some really creative and fascinating things. So you're going to have to stay tuned for more about that. But for today, I wanted to catch you guys up on something that I have been involved with, working with, studying, playing with for some time now, and that is my passion around a system called the Human Energy Design System, and an offshoot of that called the Golden Pathway and the Gene Keys by the brilliant Richard Rudd. It's a beautiful body of work. I just actually returned from Canada and Portland, Oregon last week. Richard had come over from the UK, and I had the opportunity, and I'll even say the privilege, to listen to play with, and work with Richard around this thing called the Golden Pathway and his book that he authored called The Gene Keys. And if you haven't heard of the book or that body of work, email me, tuck@therebelbelle.com, and let me give you some information about it, because we'll be talking about that in a later video. But I invite you to check out Richard's work. It is amazing. Now, I've been on a sabbatical, you guys, for about a year now, and that's what Richard seems to refer to sometimes as a pause. And I have been on this pause, I believe, in full alignment with Gene Key number 2, the receptive. I have been in a receptive mode, and by being in a receptive mode, I mean listening and responding to, but listening to, and I'll say listening for the Creator, God, this higher calling for what is next in my life, and I might even say for what now in my life. I've been in this place of no agenda, no force, imagination, playfulness, laughter, a little excitement here and there, But again, lots of fun. And what I've discovered is, seriously, God has got my back. The universe has my back, you all. I'm not real sure where to look, so I start floating around. I'm still here. You know, the universe has my back. I am deeply loved and I am deeply cared for. And I have come to discover and understand and know that life is meant to be easy. And I'll say easy, E-A-S-Y. And as a mathematician, I will say that what I just said to you is simple in theory and maybe a little bit tougher and harder in practice, but life is good and Tucky is happy and I'm happy. I'm clapping along with the notorious Pharrell Williams, happiness is the truth. And so I have a question for you guys because I want you to join me in my excitement, my enthusiasm, and my happiness and my sense of playfulness and fun. In being that, if you're not already that, but I want you to join me in feeling good. I want you to join me in feeling confident that you can have what you want, that your relationships can be full and fun and inspiring and engaging, and that you can do work and play and be of service, doing something that you love, and that this place where this thing inside of you that wants to express and create itself actually can. I mean, you can do that. And that you can be prosperous, that you can live the life that you desire, that you want, doing the things that make you happy. So how does that sound? It actually sounds fabulous. So if that does sound fabulous, if it sounds appealing to you, if it sounds fun, and if it sounds exciting, then I would love to share with you how I got to this place. Now, granted, I am 61 years old, and that is a lifetime of experience to get me here, but I have a special and exciting, or a couple of special and exciting tools, I hate that word tools, that have helped to get me there. Of course, many things have helped me get me there. These are just two that I'd like to share with you, and it's a blueprint that I can share with you for tapping into your truth, your spiritual truth, your uniqueness, your personal purpose for being on the planet, and for having the relationships that you desire, meaningful relationships, empowering, inspiring relationships. A system or blueprint that will support you in your way of being in the world, not doing in the world, in the highest way that can possibly show up, so that you can unleash, and I'll say allow, boatloads of abundance and prosperity in your life to come your way with joy, creativity, and most of all, ease. And that would be through the Human Energy Design System, you all, and the Golden Pathway. But for today's video, because we're going to look at the Golden Pathway later, today's video I wanted to talk to you about Human Energy Design and the Human Energy Design System. And I won't really go into the specifics of that today. What I want to do just for today is to introduce you to that system via an audio that I did a couple of years ago, a podcast actually, on the Human Energy Design System, because that's where I'd like to start, with something very basic and easy. But before you do that, you're going to have to request a copy, a free copy of your Human Energy Design chart. And so I will put either the link to that and or my email address so that you guys can request a copy of your free chart, because it will be brilliant. It'll even be necessary. It'll be more exciting, of course, if you have a copy of your chart, possibly the chart of your husband, your significant other, or maybe your children, because I think it will bring something to the exercise for you, not only to be able to look at yourself, but look at someone else as I go through and introduce you to the brilliant Human Energy Design System. So that is it for today. By the way, I've missed talking to you, and I'm back. I'm back to have a little conversation, a little talk conversation, and would like to do that by talking about human design, integral human design, and the Golden Pathway. So, until we meet again, happy trails to you. Go and be happy.